So now we're moving on to this page, this tiny little tag. So this is going to be, again, I'm going to try and do 2 because they're both small surfaces. And the theme is balance. And so it's day 14. Yes, day 14, balance. I always have to double, triple check because, I might go in the wrong direction a number of times. So, balance. What a good one. I've pulled out these. These are some pet tapes I got, PET tapes from, I want to say, the washi tape shop. That's where I think I got them. And what I want to do, this is hopefully, I think this will be a quick one. Here's the thing, balance. I don't really believe in the concept of balance. I think it's become this unachievable, unattainable thing. And the funny thing is, I come from the era of, I guess you would call, toxic positivity. And I don't know, I would prefer the just do it, like you can do it, let's go, than the concept of trying to find balance in this crazy freaking world where I think everything is sort of against that, right? And so what I've thought I'm going to do, though, is just put a bunch of words like, you've got this. I don't know, maybe that's how you get your balance, is you go after it. And I just was going to use these and put a bunch of the words, like trust the process. That's a good one. I'm going to start there. That maybe represent what balance, I don't know. That's what I need to do. I'm going to go watch some of the balance videos. I haven't had a lot of video watching time, and that's what I should do, is go see what other people have to say about the concept of balance. I guess I just don't know what it means in this day and age. I mean, I could have put, a kid balancing on a ball, or the other type of balance beam. But I'm going to go with this, and this is fine. I like this. I like that this will be here too, because I think it's a nice segue into this page. So yeah, invest in you is a good one. Oh, see, find comfort in chaos. That's much more I have much more chaos than balance. And part of it could be my nature, right? Maybe there's people out there that crave balance and try and embrace it. My big thing is I embrace the chaos, because that seems to work most days. Seems to be the way to go. So I love these things. So now the question is, how do I sort of, should I put them in different ways so that they naturally separate, or do I start drawing boxes around things? I don't like that. You know what? I guess I'm being very influenced by this sheet. That's part of what it is. I like the way this is, where it's just, yeah, that looks good there. Where it's just higgly-piggly. Okay, I like that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day balance will. I'm pretty sure you'd have to strive for it, though. But I think at some point I just decided, yeah, I'm too, what's the word? Feisty, maybe, is a good word. Flibbertigibbet-ish. I don't know that balance would even work on me. I'd probably find a way to unbalance it. To be honest. So I have to say, I was watching the declutter, organize videos last night. And oh my gosh, okay, so it's Kathleen Mauer. I think she pronounces it Mauer. It's pronounced Mower. Her studio, oh my gosh. I tell you what, be happy is a good one. I really do try to be happy. I try to be happy. I do. I do not live simply. So Kathleen, she did one video which I really liked on how she wrangles all her little snippets. I think she's a junk journal gal, and I need to watch some of her videos because I really enjoyed the organized one she did, but it was how she organizes her snippets, and I liked it, I have to say. Now, I don't craft the way I think a lot of junk journalers traditionally. They will build pieces and then make multiple, like they'll make 5 tags at once. I want to do that, but I tend to do one at a time, which I know they would probably think that's crazy. I like the idea of doing, assembly line, because you get in the groove and then you're putting things. And so her snippets, I'm not sure I have this though, but I'd like to think I have this. Her snippet organizational one, I think it was, let me look, because I've got this card. This is the Get Clutter. So her snippet was one of the first ones on day 8. And then she just did one on, I guess it's today. And oh my goodness, her studio, oh my gosh, so great. So great. I like that. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan. Ooh, that's a good one, because I need to do that one, I think. But yeah, her studio's beautiful, first of all. But I loved, she has a ton of stuff like me, but she has it really well wrangled and really well. Like, I feel like I have the organizers, but I don't use them in a great way. And I really feel like she really gets it. So it's worth a watch. It's definitely, if you're trying to wrangle stuff and you have too much stuff, it is definitely worth looking at. And because I did get some good ideas. I sort of been watching it in between when I'm doing this, like when I was waiting for paint to dry and that kind of thing. All right. Oh, I could even put them on top, but I'm not gonna. Uh-oh, but never the goal. I think I must have cut. Oh, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Oops, that's okay. I'm okay with it. All right. See, now it's getting, appreciate what I have. That's a good one too. Trying again, attitude of gratitude. Be you. That's a frightening concept sometimes. All right. So yeah, I haven't done very much organizing in the last few days. I was putting away my Christmas stuff. As I said in my last video, I did almost all of it. Don't quit. That's a good one. So if the plan doesn't work, change the plan. Don't quit. Okay. That'll work. Although I don't have room for the fun line underneath it, sadly. So I have to cut the line out. Yeah, I like that. Don't quit. But so I did. My goal was to get it done pretty much in one day. And I just about got it done in one day. So it was enough. I was done. You know, when you get to the point where, like, I usually go until after I'm done. Like, I can't move anymore. because I've done too much. I am fearless. I would like that. I would like to be fearless. I have been fearless in the past. So I need to regain my fearlessness. All right. So I only have, oh, I really like this one. Your future needs you, your past doesn't. Because oh my gosh, I beat myself up for the past all the time. And I accept myself. That would be something like, I'm working on that. Some days better than others. But yeah, I tell you what, I beat myself up, and it's like, dude, you can't change. I know what they say, right? You can't change the past. There's no point. All the good things. I know all the good things. I tell my little brain, my nice, big, happy brain, my very eclectic, hardworking brain, to calm down. It's done. You can't do it. You can't change it. And that sounds a lot better. But my brain doesn't agree. My brain, I've already looked at this one. Yeah, my brain doesn't agree. I do like that you've got this. I just don't think I can fit them both in there. That would be good though. And then I'd be done. I would get everything except this one little space, which I could maybe put a stamp there. So yeah, I don't know. Is your brain the same way? Like, let's rehash for the 57,000th time the thing you did 25 years ago that you can't change. Nobody's remembered at this point. I mean, come on. If somebody's remembered, I'm sure they haven't, because they probably don't think that way. Like, move along. And my brain goes, no, we need to worry about it. We need to fret about it. Stop fretting about it. Maybe I could write in really small letters, balance. Doesn't exist. I'd love to know if you've found balance in your life. I would love to know. Just pop a comment. Yep, found balance. What store did you buy it at? Because I'd like to know. All right. Oh, so the other thing I wanted to mention while I was working on this page, those of you who watched my last video, you probably saw it. I did not catch it until I went to take a photo. But when I went to stamp the snowflakes and I was being all like, oh, look at how good that is, I stamped all over this, my quote. And I couldn't, you could still see the words, but it wasn't great. So I did go back and just pop one on top of there, another one. I printed another one out. Again, those were pink monarch prints. But yeah. That's annoying now. I've made it crooked. And this is why we distress, right there. So, how fun is that? Maybe I should write the word balance. I really like that. Okay. This pen that I found the other day, that's an Aqua Pen Graphics. I think I got it at it was given to me at a convention. I think that's where I got it from. But I thought, what if my handwriting is not great for this. I mean, my handwriting's fine, but it's not. It's not as pretty as. Like that would be all right. Ooh, and then I could just put a question mark. Okay, this is scary. I'm going in. The only problem is I have to stay within here. All right. Okay, that has to have been the fastest one on record. But I do like it. I do like it. I think that's cool. It does need some distressing, of course. I happen to have black soot. How convenient. So what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to go straight to the next page. But that was relaxing, which is the goal. Take a few minutes out of this crazy days. Just do some art. I know I keep saying that, sounding like a broken record, but it's true. Now, where is my black topper doohickey? So I don't know if y'all are TV watchers. Y'all, like your one collective, right? I'm sure some of you are. I've been watching, or we, my hubby and I, in the evenings, we've been watching, I mean, we watch way too much TV. It's sort of we go until we drop kind of a deal, you know, and then it's, I think what I'm going to do with that is just get a Sharpie because it's on glossy paper. And I will just edge it with Sharpie. So we've been watching Will Trent on, I don't know, I think it's on Hulu. And yeah, it's good. It's really good. They've got some good characters on it. So we've been enjoying it. It's really bugging me. It doesn't want to cut. How weird is that? Oh, maybe because of the letter? I mean, I'm going to lose my S a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, that got it. I win. All right. Cool, cool. So that's it. That was a quick one. I think I will put something here. But I think I'll work on the back side first, and then we'll finish the two up with something. A charm, a dangle, a dangly bit, something. Oh, yeah. So there you go. Oh, were you looking at glare the whole time? That will suck. Because I can't really re-videotape it. I should have thought of that and had my book propped up a bit. So yeah, so there you go. Fun, fun, fun. Turn the page. All right, neutral. I think, wait. Oh, we gotta check it off. Got to check it off. All right. Balance, number 14. Yeah, neutral is number 15. So let me think about it. So here we go. I have pulled out a bunch of different stamps. Let's see if I can not get the glare here, from Elizabeth Craft, because I want to do some backgrounds in, you know, browns and stuff. So I've just pulled out a stack of Elizabeth Craft stamps. And then, excuse me, this is my little dauber bucket. I don't want it to be seen on video. Okay. And then I got this from Pink Monarch Prints, and it's from the same kit. It's from the January 24th floral frost kit. But I thought I really like that pocket, and that's neutral. So I'm going to put that as a pocket with some stamping around it, and then we'll find something to tuck in there. So that's where I'm heading with that. So again, it'll be, and it's sort of so it'll tie in with this page a little bit. So that's what we'll do. And then, and again, Pink Monarch prints, I talked about them on this video, and they're great. It's a mother-daughter team, and they do a lot of, sorry, I'm not cutting that on. They do a lot of YouTube videos and a ton of YouTube videos, and they have a lot of, their kits are very, they just have a lot of really good ideas on how to put their kits together, you know, and all that. I'm going to cut this. I'll be right back. So I've pulled out some ground espresso, vintage photo, and scorched timber. I should probably see if I can find, oh, you know what? Bundled sage is right here. So I'm going to grab that too. Oh, no, not bundled sage. I'm thinking about brushed corduroy, because I want a couple of different browns going on is kind of what I'm thinking. And yes, that's going to go here. So I guess my idea is just to put, oh, you know what would be good too? Journal Your Life would go well on there, or on the tag. I'll put Journal Your Life on the tag. So my idea is just to put some background stuff, whether it be some mixed media. Now, normally Distress ink is not the best ink to use with these, but for what I'm doing, I'm sure there's glare. Sorry for the crinkle. For what I'm doing, it'll be fine, because again, it's just background. I just want some background stamping. So I'm going to grab a couple here. I like that. This one's a good one too. This little splotchy typewriter. Oh, gosh, sorry. Sorry. I know crinkling bothers some people. I'm sorry. And the feather. I like the feather. Sort of with a combination of real images and then background. And I'm going to pull out, actually what I'll do is I'll pull them out. How's that? So you don't have to hear. I'll pull out a bunch. Okay. So this is what we'll do. We'll just grab a couple of inks. Now the scorched timber is going to be darker. So for example, I have this little number guy, and I'd like that to show up more. Although I know it's kind of dangerous with this. I'll show you what happens. You see, like you get, it's just not crisp when you use the Distress ink. There's something in the stamps that kind of repel. Uh-oh. Okay, so I already got myself in trouble because my block will not reach all the way. Let's see if I can salvage it. Although it doesn't matter. Again, because it's background stamping, remember? Although this was one of the ones that was going to be more clear. Okay, that's all right. And then I'm going to put them somewhere. Last time I almost lost a stamp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get another stamp block and just put them, and then I'll clean them and put them away later. But at least I won't lose my stamps that way. So yeah, so that's a darker one. And then I also like the idea of the words down the side, the numbers. This is the tape measure ones, which are kind of fun. And what I want to do, let's see if I can pull this off. I'm going to take a tag. I don't want to take a tag. Take this paper. And I'm just going to, there we go. Sort of mask it off. All right, that turned out pretty good, all things considered. And then I'll just go from about there, so 7. Convenient that there's lines on the actual block. All right, that's all right. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Even though I've got a big gap, I can do something in the middle there. All right, put that on my other block. Okay, let's switch colors. And then what I'm going to do is just do some kiss stamping. Okay, so this, kind of like the idea of it coming on to the page. So maybe I'll, oh, that's fun. Just a little bit of texture. And then I'll add that again once I get that down. All right, and then some words. Put them so they're not upside down. And then the feather. What do we think about the feather? Maybe in a ground espresso. Let me put a notebook underneath. Give it a little bit of stability. Yeah, so today I've got Supernatural going. I don't know if you're oh, there's a pen nib at the bottom of that. Supernatural, I don't know if you watch it. Some of you probably do. Sam and Dean. Oh, that turned out quite well, actually. I'm kind of surprised by that. Cool. Sam and Dean, monsters, all the fun things. Okay, so this has the edges that you simply fold over. And again, I've said this in other videos, I'm really not good with the scoreboard. If I do a scoreboard, it ends up crooked, which I know makes no sense whatsoever. But I tend to do better if I just sort of, you know, roll it myself. Like that. And I could grab a bone folder. Okay, I'm going to distress the edges. I might brown. I'll just do vintage photo. So yeah, so I have watched Supernatural so many times now that I can, what's great about it is I can watch it and I know it's kind of running in my head. And then I've used it before when I was on design teams and I'd get stuck. So I need to have something playing to keep the list making part of my brain occupied and the to-do list part so I can create. So I always have to have something, whether it be music or a podcast, movie, scrapbook movies, which are, you know, movies you like to watch while scrapbooking, that kind of thing. And Supernatural was one that, because we've watched it quite a few times, or I have anyway, I don't know, now it's Pavlovian that if I put it on, I get into design mode, like boosh. Cute. And I just design away. So it's kind of great. And you know, I'm half paying attention. I'm not even paying attention. But again, like I said, it just keeps that. It's an ADD trick for focus. Sometimes that's what helps. And yeah, so I don't know. I've got it going while I play today, and it's just been relaxing. I was watching some organizational videos too. I told you that already. Like that. Ugh, I don't have the 5, didn't come out. You know what I could do? I could go in with a crayon, I bet. I'm distressed. Because think about, oh my goodness, look at this. Wouldn't that be great if I had the same color? That Tim Holtz, man. Gathered twigs, that's another good brown. I don't know that I have the scorched timber. Ah, I do. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let's see. Of course, I can't see because I'm too far from the... Might be fun to make it look sketchy on purpose, like it, you know, like it got wet. And again, doesn't need to be perfect. It's mixed media. But I just really wanted to see if that would work. Kind of fun. It's so relaxing to do that. Maybe that's what we just need to do is like stamp images and color them in. Coloring book, right? I'm sure we all have coloring books from the color book phase that what happened a few years ago. All right, so I do have something I want to put here. I want to put date due because I think I just don't want to write the date. I haven't really written the date. That there. Yes. So what do you do for those of you that have some focus issues? What are your tricks? Or what do you like to watch while you've got, you know, while you're crafting? Do you need music? I know I have friends that if they watch something, they can't, you know what I mean? Like even if they've seen it, they get too distracted. And then I have friends who like music and, you know. I don't know anyone that likes it quiet, just silent. I don't. That's pretty good too. I'll take it. So let's see if we can find some ephemera to go with it. And I'd already shown this in another video. This is August 24th French countryside. And it has a lot of neutral, cool images. Oh, it might be fun to put a word. Rejuvenate. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? How do we make that happen? How do we make that happen? I don't know. I would like the idea of putting a few of these. Of course, you know what I really want to put is a little owl. What's with the owls? But again, these kits have so many fun things in them. Ooh. No, it won't fit. That would have been good, huh? Okay, I know I want to put that there. Although I guess I should wait to see what else I have going. But I do like that there. Although it's like 2 squares next to each other, which aren't so great. Oh, look at that card. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, yeah. Oh, that so needs to go right there. Yes, yes, it does. I love when a plan comes together that you didn't know existed. And I'm not going to put butterflies and things. And I'm trying to keep it neutral. Dry January. I could put a bottle and say toxic. So are any of you participating in Dry January? Again, I'm doing good. I'm fine. It's the 19th today, the 20th. And I'm just chugging along, so that's good. I like the idea of putting a label on that. That'll be fun. All right, I'm going to find some stuff and then I'll be back. Oh my gosh, I threw that in there, didn't I? Kind of, actually, you know what? I like the idea of doing something more like that. That's a shape, different shape. It might not work. It might not work because of that. But the other thing I have, although we do want neutrals, right? I should have a little box here, or a little, you know how people have cute little things by their, this is number labels. Again, this is Pink Monarch prints as well. Kind of want it smaller. Oh, that might work. So if you want to know how to make these, Gail Augustinelli, there's a bunch of people that have made them, but I saw it first on her channel. And so that's where I learned how to make them. And then I resized it as well to have a smaller one just for this. And then this is fun too, to just put envelopes in there. You know, it could go to my stash bucket that I was trying to use. Oh, look at that little mushroom. That is cute. I don't know what I did. I cut some stuff out. I'm going to move this out of the way. And so here's a kit. That's from the kit that you already saw. What I'm going to do, and this is one of my favorite things to do with these, is I'm just going to back it on lined paper. And then I can put a little journal card. I can do stamp or put one of those cute little tickets. And that gives me a nice little journal spot. So I'll cut that out. I'm going to let that dry for a hot minute. I do like that there. Oh, you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll put a little bit high and then put a little piece, a piece of sellotape. Yep. It's amazing how fussy you can get on such a small space. So that's that. Kind of cool. Yes, the cello stick tape from Tim Holtz. And even though I have a video where I made my own, this is perfect because it's the cellophane color. Although I only need a little bit, so I'm gonna have to cut. I think I'll just take this and I'll cut it in half. I know there's probably tons of glare. Sorry for that. Okay. Wow, that was challenging. It kind of bent, but that's okay. That's fun. Adds a little something. All right. Cool beans. Yeah, now I need something to go in the pocket. We were staying away from mushrooms. That's a bit big. I also want some words. Always need words. What is that about? Well, plus it's a typewriter, right? So there should be. Well, don't you love that owl? Oh, gratitude. What are these? This is from the gratitude kit. Gratitude, count it all joy. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's a bit extreme for right now. For me, anyway, I'd love to be able to do that, but... Oh, here we go. I need a tab. Because the other tab had a number. Okay, that'll work. All right, so let me put this back. So I cut this out. Oh, I'm going to distress it with some ground espresso. You know what I'd like to do? Oh, maybe I'll do this. Because to me this says, oh, it could be book, what book I'm reading now, right? Maybe what I'll do is I'll put a quote from the book that I'm reading. That might be fun. So this, I don't want to cover up any of the typewriter, even if I go really shallow. I mean, technically it could do this, but it won't fit in the pocket. So I'm just going to glue it behind. So I'm going to glue the whole thing together, and then, so it'll be, and then I'll give it a little staple for stability. But I'm reading a new series. One of my sons, for Christmas, actually last year, bought me a series called, oh, what's it called? The Imperium, Rebecca Yarros. So I read the first one. I'm reading the second one. I think Fourth Wing was the name of the first one. And the second one is Iron Flame. And they're actually very good if you like dragons and fantasy and different worlds. The first one I couldn't put down. The second one I'm having an easier time putting down. Okay, then line that up. All right, I like that. So yeah, this would be a good little layout to put a picture potentially, or put a staple somewhat in the middle. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Oh my gosh, I have the perfect stamp to go here. Just a sec. So I have this lawn fawn. It's called Little Woodland Library. And there's a tiny little book. And I could put a book in the corner, and then it has cute little quotes. Like if you give a squirrel a nut, which is of course a riff off if you give, is it if you give a mouse a cookie? Oh, I used to love reading those to my kids. Okay, and I want to get good image, so I'm going to go for the VersaFine Claire. So the video is getting a bit long, so I'm speeding this up. But basically, this is a lawn fawn stamp. They have a few of these that go in this series. And I'm just using the VersaFine Claire to stamp it to get that really crisp image. And then I'm going to reach for the If You Give a Squirrel a Nut, which is too cute. I love those books, I think, because it was very representative of having focus issues. If you give a mouse a cookie and then he gets all distracted. All right. How cute is that? So that just slides merrily into there. And then I think what I'll do is I'll write about the book that I'm reading on the back. And then I pulled out, I have again this pet tape, P-E-T, pet. And look at how great that would go there. So isn't this funny? Like, I had no intention necessarily of this being about books. But there you go. And it kind of goes really well. Oh, I love that. These stickers are so freaking great. Oh, journal and books. That would be fun even with, you know, right over top of that. Yeah, anyway. Fun, fun, fun. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, the only thing I think it needs. So how did I find these so quickly? All the book ones? All my coffee, books, and mushroom stamps together. Because those are some of my favorite things. So, yeah. So I do feel like I still need something there. Oh, you know what? I could do more of that. Oh, yeah, I was going to put some here overlapping. So let me get that one. I think that was Vintage Photo. Kind of wanted to do this kind of thing. Oh, I smudged it. I smudged it. There you go. That's all right. It's hard because it's like down. Like that. So I found a couple of stamps I'm going to use. I'm going to come in here into my little scrap box. And this is just a little box that has, you know, scraps. But mainly for stamping on. So it's mainly white. But I realized this parchment paper would go great. And I found a little... So I found a stamp and it says next chapter. And it's funny. So it's funny how I had no intention of this being a book page, right? Like when I started. But then it turns out this one of the stamps I picked was bookstore. Another one was journal. The typewriter. It all... And that's where my phone died. I was busily filming away. I got through all of this and I was talking about the extra little stamping I was doing, I believe. And my phone died. So yeah, so I'll catch you up as to what happened. To finish that sentence, it all came together to be a book page, right? Like off we go. And then it all came together to be a book page. This is what I did. I was in the process of doing, but I basically just stamped next chapter on that piece of parchment paper. And then I distressed the edges, did some more little stamping with the words. I think maybe I'd done that. I added some other stamping with black as well. That was it. And here too. So you can see just a little bit of script stamp. So we've got, you know, because that's very, very appropriate. And then I added this book charm. Look at that. It says, Once Upon a Time. And I know it's a miracle that I could find the book charm and with a bit of ribbon. So that's what I did there. And that was the end of the video. So yeah, ugh, phone dying. I've been doing a lot more videotaping and then editing, and then I have to now be aware that my phone will die. So that is it for those 2 pages. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you find some balance and you get to read a book. As I said, I need to find a date stamp. I'm realizing my date stamps end 2020, like 2023, some of them 2024. So I'll have to find one that goes to 2025. I might have to buy a new one. You know what I'm talking about? These guys. Like this one goes to 20. So yeah, 2023. I've got a bunch of them, but I have to go look and see if I can find one that has 2025. So that's it for tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. Those were 2 really fun ones. And we will, as tradition, do the clippy. Well, I already clipped it because I was basically not videotaping. So we had balance number 14 and neutral number 15. Yay, well done, team. I hope you're getting some time to craft, and I hope you're just having fun with this challenge. Have a great day. Bye.